I have a disclaimer. I am just a very determined and tenacious, educated mom of 7-year-old fraternal twin boys, both very differently affected by autism. And that's why I started clapping this morning when Dr. Clack was talking about that mind shift that we all need to go through, that our children aren't autistic and they are affected by autism. And anyone in this community that knows me well knows the word autistic is nails on a chalkboard to me, because I really believe that autism is the symptom of all the underlying serious, very health ADHD, and you're so stressed and you're nervous and you're feeling insanely guilty for everything you've ever thought you knew. You know, I feel like I have a doctorate in Google now, but, and Dan in Autism One conferences, but the doctors, they're there to help us, and I'm so very thankful for that practitioner training next door. And yeah, so everything that I'm going to share with you today I've learned from the very amazing nutritionists that I've seen speak at many Dan conferences and Autism Ones that I've been to. Just to name a few are Julie Matthews, Dana Lake, Liz Lipinski, Susan Vess. And they've truly inspired me. I have a Bachelor of Kinesiology and a Master's of Teaching from U of C, and kind of washed up volleyball/track athlete. And I always had an interest in nutrition and health, but wow, did that get redefined when I really learned about what that truly is. And those nutritionists that I've heard speak and the changes I've seen in my boys and many children have inspired me to take on 2 more years of school. So, but my true goal is to continue helping lots of kids in our local community and the families. So I started my biomedical journey March 1st, my birthday weekend, actually. And it's funny, Karen, I'm going to have to give you trouble. You actually met me before Orlando. You met me in March at the Vancouver Autism Today conference. And but you were really busy, and I was just a little mom. But that conference changed my life. And my husband and I went, and my dear partner is just sitting up in front of here, and he's a tape. We have our little website that I built, and we're just growing, and we have monthly meetings the last Tuesday of every month at a local clinic here. Bonnie, are you here? No, she's not here. A wonderful physical therapist in the city and speech therapist. They run a practice called Children Achieving More, and they've let us just take over their clinic, and we have our meetings there. So, yeah. So this is my biomedical autism conference resume. I've attended 6 DAN conferences to Beat Autism Now, and I'm heading to my 7th on April 8th, way down in Baltimore. I'm very grateful to a family member that has enabled me to be able to have the financial resources to travel to a lot of these conferences. I know that's not possible for a lot of people, so anybody who's seen that movie by Macaulay Culkin, Pay It Forward, that's what I'm trying to do with Journey to Heal, and yeah, I just want to pay it forward. So at that autism conference, Karen, that you put together in Vancouver is where it all began. And Scott Clack first and foremost, I am a mom to these 2 very special little boys, Connor and Aiden. They're fraternal twins, no more alike than 2 siblings, except for they decided to join us at the same time. They're the reason I go every day. And I won't go until they're recovered. So right now, I really want to take the opportunity to share with you why we're all sitting here right now. When Karen and I got to know each other, and I said, oh yeah, I'm in Sherwood Park, and you know, and then we realized, okay, I'm in the Ridge, and you're in the Estates, and her kids went to the same elementary school my boys go to, and she asked me a couple years ago what she wanted to do more locally for autism. She's obviously moved mountains with a lot of the conferences she's done internationally, and she asked me, what should I do in Edmonton? I've been a big thorn in her side for years. Biomedical conference, a biomedical conference, a biomedical conference. So Karen made it happen, and I really believe that one person can make a difference and that every person should try. And I just want to take this opportunity right now, Karen, to let you know that I'm so thankful to you, and I'm sure all these parents are. You're changing lives more than you know, and I will forever be indebted to you. And going said, Eve, there's a whole healing picture here, and our overall health of our kids is the driving factor. And all those therapies that we do, I so believe in the whole picture. But if our kids aren't healthy and they're sick and they can't poop and they can't eat and they don't have the communication to tell us what's going on in those little bodies, how can we expect them to absorb all this therapy we shove down their throat every day? So I believe it's a real whole picture. I just wanted to, I've really tried to do my best to get this local community a bit on board, and I just want to play this for you. I met a few of the wonderful ladies in this room because of this clip, and yeah, this is a global story that my husband and I did a couple years ago. Sorry, we'll try that again, sorry.
Actress Jenny McCarthy was one of the first to put the spotlight on this controversial issue. Can autism be treated through diet?
Well, Sherwood Park family says it is possible, and as Sue Go reports, they're hoping the medical community can view autism as more than a brain problem, but a whole body disorder.
Yummy, Aiden's gonna have a stew, yeah. 6-year-old Aiden and his twin brother Connor have autism. Routine is important to them, so cutting some of their favorite foods wasn't easy.
It was hell around our house for a few weeks. But the changes that we saw, it was undeniable to everybody.
The boys' parents have eliminated dairy products and gluten found in wheat, rye, barley, and oats. They started after hearing about a study on something they had long suspected.
The nature of autism, the kids don't have regular communication. They can't say, "Mommy, my stomach hurts."
Marcy and Warren Henschel and many others believe some autistic behaviors are due to food sensitivities. Like Connor and Aiden, up to 70% of children with autism exhibit gastrointestinal problems, diarrhea, or constipation.
We were amazed to find that it has profound effects on brain development and behavior and immune function.
Researchers at the University of Western Ontario added propionic acid, a compound in dairy and gluten, to the brains of rats. Those rats then showed brain changes similar to autism.
To our surprise, as soon as this compound was put in, the animals started becoming hyperactive, doing things over and over again, and surprisingly actually ignored other animals as an example of social impairment.
2 years after cutting dairy and gluten, Aiden is expressing himself better than ever.
He can focus and actually do directed communication, like "Mom," like "Dude," you know, like that was never there a year ago.
Because I think, as you know, anybody who feels better and their GI system is functioning appropriately, they're going to function a lot better and they're going to be able to learn.
Both boys are now toilet trained. Their parents say not every behavior has improved, but the new diet has made a difference to the whole family.
Now we can go to a family function and they'll come and sit at the table and eat dinner with all of us and play with their cousins. And we're just like, oh, cool.
Sue Go, Global News.
Researchers say...
Okay, so I just want to know who's out there. Any